My dear reader, what would it look like if you decide to focus on only the things that are important to you, to do only those things that are high priority in your life? What would it look like? To me, it will look like you are making lots of progress. You have a direction for your life and you are working towards something meaningful and impactful. That is all what essentialism is all about. Essentialism is about living a life of meaning and a life of purpose. Hello, welcome back to our channel. My name is Cassandra and I am welcoming you to Xandraly book review. Yes, I'll be reviewing and summarizing the book Essentialism by Greg McKeown. And in Xandraly, we are a community of book lovers and book readers where we encourage one another and we help readers by creating fun, engaging, practical content just like this one to aid your reading goals and help you become a better person, a better version of yourself. I know this sounds interesting to you. Please consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, I say a big welcome to you. Thank you for always coming back and supporting us. Yes, Essentialism by Greg McKeown, and ensure to stay to the end to unpack all the principles and all the lessons in this book to ensure that you live a life of meaning and purpose. Even with this review, you might not even need to read the book. Yes, I was so in-depth with the review. You might not need to read this book and before you will start learning the lessons in them and applying them to your life. So what are we doing? Let's jump right in. We all know essentialism is doing those things that are important to us, living a life of meaning, living a life of purpose. But we won't lie, it's hard to focus. Yes, when you decided, it's that period when you decided that you want to focus on one thing, that is when other shiny opportunities will come. And most times they come in form of good intention, good opportunities, and we don't want to let them go. But essentialism, this book Essentialism covers the approach of finding things that are essential to you, ways of purging out distractions, and doing only things that are important to you, and ensuring to make essentialism your lifestyle, not just something you apply to a goal or to a project, but making it your entire life being, making it about you, making it the core of you, who you are. So in this review, it's divided into 4 parts. The mindset of essentialist, how to know your major and minor goals, how to eliminate the unimportant goals, and how to execute on being an essentialist and by living an intentional life by adopting the essentialist lifestyle. So what are the mindsets of an essentialist? An essentialist understands that time is limited. The only thing they have focus on is that which they have decided to give their time. Essentialists take time to go through their goals and whatever problems they might be facing, and just going through their option and choosing which is important to them. First of all, they decide on an essential intent. What is that thing that I want to dedicate my entire life to achieving? What is that one thing I want to be excellent in? So by deciding what is important to you, you know what to focus on. You know how to say no to other opportunities that might come that would seem important and would say important, but in the real sense they are not. They are just there as distraction. So knowing what's important to you is the first step to become an essentialist, and deciding to stick with that which is important to you. Then there's the non-essentialist. On the other hand, those ones are the ones that are always saying yes to whatever opportunity. They want to do so much that even though they know that they cannot finish this, they still want to do it. You want to be in so many places at different times. That is a life of stress. That is a life of unfulfillment, a life of no meaning. Because why waste your time doing so much when you can gather all the focus you have to do that which is important to you? And when you gather all your strength, all the focus, all the time, all the resources you have been putting in different things, and put them in one, you will see massive, huge progress. And that is the lifestyle of essentialists. They are always doing things, everything they are doing is revolving around one important thing, that which is important to them. So before we go ahead, it will be good for you to sit down and clarify what's important to you. What is it that you want to dedicate to your next decade, your entire life to achieving? What is that thing you want to achieve? And start documenting them. So when you know what is important to you, you stick to only habits and routine that support that. And the author rightly, a quote from the book rightly said, if you do not prioritize your life, others will. Because when you are busy chasing different opportunities, this one comes to you and say yes, yes, you keep saying yes to different people, you would not have time to focus on that which is important to you. Essentialism is basically about saying no, doing few meaningful tasks that add value to your life, that are important to you. Essentialism is about making trades-off between few good things and very great things. You want to focus on doing those things that are very important, because good things will come in a form of distraction, but doing those things that are very important, yes. Essentialism understand the concept of trade-off. Yeah. When you are saying yes to something, you are saying no to a whole lot of other things. If you decide to attend a friend's birthday party when you have a project to submit tomorrow, you think you will have a lot of time later to attend to your project, you are basically treading the path of non-essentialism. In essentialism, living a life of an essentialist, you understand that there are trades-off. You have this at the back of your mind. Saying yes to one thing means you are saying no to 1,000 other things, because those tasks will come and deviate you from that which is important to you. And so the second part, how to dive into your major goal and cut out your minor goal. Cutting out the trivial few to focus on the how to discern between the trivial many and the vital few. How to know which are your major important goals. First of all, you understand that choices matter. What you choose to do is as important as what you choose not to do. When you decide to give your attention to one thing, you are also neglecting many other things. So it's important for you to know that which is important to you. Know that, okay, if I decide to do this, if I choose to do this, I am saying no to other things and you are sticking with them. Another thing is to discern, because a lot of things can come up, a lot of options, a lot of opportunities can come up to you in the form of things that are seemingly good, things that are seemingly right, but by knowing that almost everything in this life is not important would help you know what. Knowing that almost everything in this life is not important will help you choose that which is important to you. Discerning what is important, deciding to thinking through your goals, thinking through your options before deciding to commit to one. So this would help you not just move by impulse, but moving by thinking and knowing that you have taken time to carefully think about this thing before you have decided to commit to it. Take time to think through your goals, discern your goals, clarify them, ask why is this important to me. Also, think about your options, create a distraction-free place to think about your goals. Also, from time to time, allow play into your life in order to continue discerning that which is important to you. Give your brain time to rest, at least 8 hours of sleep a day and 2 hours nap during the 8 hours sleep at night and 2 hours nap during the night. This will help your brain explore to work in its highest efficiency, and you would be able to know which is important to you. Also, after taking time to think through your goals, exploring different options, you now apply a high priority criteria to those options. If the answer to those options are not hell yes and not yes 100% or 90%, you shouldn't commit to those goals, shouldn't commit to those actions. You know that they are not important. Yes, for you to start committing to that which is important to you, the author Greg McKeown strongly advised that you take time to think through all your options. You don't just maybe an opportunity comes, you don't just jump into them. You take time to think through them, to discern if they are really important, to understand the concept of trade-off. What would you be letting go if you decide to go to the opportunity? That would aid you, that would help you, that would make you concentrate and know and follow through with what is important to you. Because committing to one thing means you are not doing all that thing, because you cannot do everything at once. Let's stop lying to ourselves. So after going through your options and deciding to follow through, how would you now follow through? You have to eliminate those options that are not important. Yes. How would you eliminate? Clarify what you want to achieve by asking yourself 2 questions. 1, what is it that if I would want to be excellent at, what would it be? And after you answer that, you would ask yourself, how would you know you have achieved them? That will help you know what is important to you and which type of goals and commitments to commit to. It will help you know which opportunities to say no to. It will help you know which things to do. It will help you know the type of people to hang out with. It will help you know the kind of things you engage yourself in. So you decide on one essential intent that is important to you and commit to them. Train yourself to say no to other opportunities that may be seemingly good. Yes, they may be seemingly good, but train yourself to say no. It gets easier with practice. Another thing for you to do in order to eliminate the non-essential things in your life is to uncommit to losses. Yeah, there might be time you might have invested so much in a project or invested so much in a goal, but it doesn't seem you are making any direction. An essentialist knows when to go out. That's the sunk cost fallacy. They know when to remove all their money or whatever thing they have invested in and remove themselves from that when they see that there's no progress. So we have that mindset of, yes, we must make progress, but if you see that there is no progress and it's not yielding any fruitful results, the best thing for you is to uncommit and focus on other things that are important. Build system around your life. Fix your daily routine to ensure that you work on only the things that are important. Yes, you start by doing the most important thing first in the morning, and you build your routine revolving around things that are very important to you, and you do them. Things that do not have value to your life. Create and set boundaries for yourself and be jealous with it. Yes, if you do not set the target, if you do not set the boundary for yourself, other people will come and force you into their own life to distract you from your goal and make you do things that you don't want to do. So as you are focusing on that which is important, you should also focus on creating boundaries, creating systems that will ensure you carry through with the goal and will ensure that others do not come to use it for their own agenda. Because if you do not prioritize your life, someone else will do. Fourth part of the book, how to execute essentialism effortlessly and making it your lifestyle. So once you have clarified on your goals or your essential intent, you create goals regarding that and do things that move you towards achieving your essential intent. And once you have created those goals, you want to understand that you should never underestimate the time it will take to complete another task, complete a task. Yes, you should apply grace, be gracious to yourself. Know that some things take time, but never underestimate a task and ensure to start early, prepare early, and start working towards that which is important. Create buffers to manage expectation and unexpected outcome. Yes, plan ahead, start planning ahead for whatever thing you want to achieve. Plan ahead and prepare ahead. This will really help you and really solve any unexpected outcome. We know that essentialists, they plan for the worst while hoping for the best. They put things in place that would aid them to commit to a goal and achieving those goals. So when you are planning, when you are setting an intentional intent, create a buffer to manage unexpected outcome. Prepare ahead. Never underestimate the time it will take to complete a task. Another thing you could do to execute effortlessly is to subtract instead of adding. Yes, we know whenever we hit roadblocks, we are always looking for the next solution or the next thing or the next something to do. Instead of adding more to what you're already doing, it will be wiser to step back and look at the thing more objectively and look at what you could remove that might be causing that hindrance or obstacle. Always look for improvements on your daily habits. As you commit to daily tasks and habits, the best way to improve is to always look out for improvements, not feeling complacent with what you're already achieving, but always looking to improve and stretch yourself. Do your difficult tasks first thing in the morning, and also find ways to enjoy your journey. Enjoying the journey is very important. The author strongly advised that we should not just add essentialism to our life, we should make it a core part of who we are and what we do. Before you commit to anything, think, why is this important? Why should I give this thing my attention? Why should I commit to this? This will help you know, okay, this is important. Okay, I have to do this. Essentialism can come in a different way. By choosing not to press your phone when you wake up in the morning, and choosing to journal can be a great form of essentialism. Choosing to spend time with your family instead of attending networking events that doesn't add to your goal for that period of your life can be a form of essentialism. Just doing what is important right now, living in the moment and doing things that truly matter to you is a strong value to inculcate, and also helps you in your journey, helps you make things easier, helps you not to stretch yourself too thin. In a world where most people brag and boast about them being busy or doing so much for themselves, living an essentialist life is like a quiet revolution. You only do that with those things that are very important to you, and not stretch yourself too thin doing those things that are not really important. So I hope you really learned a great deal from this book, because I actually did. It has really shaped my mindset, shaped my thinking that it's not really about what I do, it's about doing the right things. Yes, it's not about doing too many things or stretching myself. It's about putting all my energy into one thing that I know I want to be very great in, and committing to them. So what are those things important to you? Which values do you project to your life? And how would you start taking steps, working on only those things that are important to you, applying it to various aspects of your life? It could be in your profession, it could be in your project, it could be in your career, in your family. Every part of your life, essentialism can be applied to it. Thank you for watching, and if you want more reviews like this, please drop a comment about which book we should review next. If you want more, a community where you can also ask questions and engage with other readers, consider joining our community with the link in the description. Subscribe if you haven't, like and share this video. Thank you so much for sticking till now. I love you. Bye.